Hey guys, Randall Cornett here. Gonna come at you guys with a quick video today. I'm gonna try and get straight to the point. I don't want to take too much valuable time out of your days. So with that being said, we'll get right into it. I know that you guys have heard that the 801 has passed, and I've explained in videos previously before that in order for the 801 to go through, you're going to need the NSCC-002 to go through as well, right? They work in tandem together. And it was looking like it could have been possibly approved as early as this weekend. Unfortunately, today we woke up and we seen that, and I'm just going to read it straight from the document from the NSCC. It says the commission is extending the 45-day time period for commission action on the proposed rule change. The commission finds that it is appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule change so it has sufficient time to consider and take action on the proposed rule change. Accordingly, pursuant to Section 19B2 of the Act, and for the reasons stated above, the Commission designates June 21st, 2021 as the date by which the Commission shall either approve, disapprove, or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove the proposed rule change or not. The Commission also seeks to extend the comment period to help further information. So we can expect that this rule, if it has no objections, there's not a ton of comments that come in where they have to assess those. June 21st, 2021 is when we hope to see. Well, actually, I should say if it gets approved on the 21st, they have up to 10 days from that period to actually put it in effect. It's, no later than 10 days. So it could be that day. It could be 10 days later. Important to know that. And what this rule is, if you guys are asking, it has to relate to liquidity deposits. So basically, they're increasing the amount that, hedge funds have to basically have in deposits with the DTCC, which is increasing it from 10,000 to 250,000. So it's a big requirement. We're looking for that to hit home for us. And I expect that it's going to get approved. And obviously, though, they want to talk about it a little bit more. So at the end of the day, we're all holding. So the extra time, just gives us more opportunity to buy, especially if we believe what we've been saying. And I know that we do. So this just comes as more opportunity for us to buy, get a little bit more cash, a little bit more liquid, maybe increase your position. Moving on from that, what I will pull up is the Fintel data for today. And we can go over some of those numbers. We'll look at the institutional buyers and we'll look at some of the short interest numbers. What we'll start with is the institutional buyers for today. So let's see if I can identify quickly. Almost 50,000 added from Swiss National Bank. They follow a 13F. Again, a 13F, I say this in every video that I talk about this, doesn't mean that it was bought today. It could have been purchased a week ago, a month ago. It's just the filing date. But they had a 50% increase in their position, looking at almost $2 million in value. We're looking at CTC. Looks like they purchased 25,000 call contracts, which is very impressive. Let's see here. United Maritime Capital, a 13% or 1,300% increase on their position. So they had started with 10,000. Now they have 146,500. Just under $1.5 million in value. This is also a very, very big purchase today, too. There was a lot of institutional buyers today. BNP Paribas, they bought as 123% increase on their position. Originally started out with 124,000, now sitting at 278,000. Big, big increase, almost $3 million in value. Cambridge Investment Research Advisors purchased today as well. Looks like they increased their position by 135%, starting at 25,000 shares, now sitting at 60,000, around 613,000 in value. So there is some big purchases. Obviously, Swiss National Bank, we'd love to see them jumping on, but these buys are actually much bigger. So looking very strong. This came in towards later the day. This was filed like later in the night when I checked, because I did an update yesterday. So this is a big one too. This is 109,000 shares. $1 million in value from Brighton Jones. That 13F came in late night. Moving on. So that's the institutional buyers for today. Let's take a look at some of the short interest numbers. We're sitting at a short squeeze score of 84.25. So 176 out of 6501. This number is obviously, it's been going up. It's been on an upward trend. Last week, this time we were like around, like, I want to say like 78. So that number keeps going up, which is good for us. Try not to hold everything in this. I mean, take it with a grain of salt, because it uses a lot of numbers that are, you know, a lot of different data points, and a lot of those data points, as we know, could be manipulated with just all the shit that's going on. So as of 2 hours ago, we're looking at 55,000 short shares available, which is good. They're really running low on fumes. Let's see what else. So 26.4 interest rate. So if you look at one point today, we were actually at 13%. That's the biggest jump in interest rate that I've seen since I've been in AMC. I've never seen it take that big of a jump in one day. And if you guys actually look at my previous videos, I explained that we were down here in this 11, that in one day, it could pop off. I mean, so when you see us down here in these numbers, if we happen to get down here again, don't worry about it, because it has a potential to really pop like it did in one day. And it could be more violent than this. So that's all good stuff. Yesterday, we were looking at 11 million short volume. That's pretty crazy. We haven't seen that since the 26th of April. So it's been a long time. They went heavy yesterday. I assume today's going to be even worse, actually, because they ran through so many shares, or borrowed so many shares. So this was, obviously, this is updated twice a month, the short interest. The first monthly update that we got for the first part of April was 93 million. It's 32% of the float short. Very good stuff. Now, I wanted to also say that if you guys are in Southern California, let me see if I could find the exact times for you guys here. They're doing another one of the AMC planes, right? Okay, so here we go. I think it's Kat Stryker has put this together. Thanks to her, she was able to basically get another flight scheduled, saying AMC to the moon, that's going to be going over Los Angeles. So I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see it. So it's a 2 p.m. launch. So pretty much 50 minutes from when I'm recording this video. Hitting traffic along the 10 West, 3 p.m. Hollywood, 3:15 Beverly Hills, 3:45 Santa Monica, 4:05 Venice Beach, 4:15 to 4:20 Redondo, and Manhattan Beaches, 4:30 Long Beach Harbor, 4:40 Seal Beach, 4:50 Huntington, 5:10 Newport, 5:30 Laguna, and then it's back to the airport. So if you live in Southern California, in this area of that, like that Los Angeles coastline, make sure that you guys get pictures for us so we could see it. I unfortunately won't be able to see it, but hopefully one of you guys was able to grab pictures. That is going to be pretty awesome. And again, Kat, if you see her on Twitter or something, tell her thanks. It's really nice that she put that together. And a lot of apes, I believe, helped her do that through like a GoFundMe, which is pretty awesome. And I do want to show you guys one other thing. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's do this. Let's see if this will work right here. Oops. All right, this is something big. Now, I don't know Maurice, and obviously everything has to be taken with a grain of salt, but if Josh is in on it, it tends to make me feel like I believe it a little bit more. But they're saying, hey, they walked into their local bank, and it's not RBC. This is in Canada, by the way. Tried to buy AMC through the Q-Trade portal and through TD Waterhouse. Alerts all over the screen that there was no shares available. And Josh is saying this is happening everywhere. So that goes hand in hand with what we're seeing about the shares available, that 50,000. We'll probably reach zero again like we did a couple weeks back. Or we'll probably next week, I'm predicting that we see a lot of green. So hopefully this was, you guys gained a little bit of information from the video. I'm going to end off on the short interest from Ortex today. So it looks like borrowed shares 5.03 million. Looking at a short interest of 24.12, which is crazy. Increased the short interest by 3% today. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I might do a live chat or something like that later on tonight. But again, I always say that I've been getting so much love. I appreciate everybody that's been liking and subscribing. I'm going to try and make sure that I at least keep you guys with the FinTel information daily. because it's really easy for me to do and it's quick. And I know a lot of people enjoy looking at it, especially the institutional buyers. So if you guys like seeing that, make sure you guys like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys again on the weekend. Love you long time. Peace.